an evil world we live in.
Maybe it was because the man did not look shocked.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. Yeah, he didn't look shocked, meaning he knew.
Or he's an actor. He kept,
True.
As soon as the video was okay, we finished recording, then he went nuts. I don't know, but as I can see, or as I know right now in the society, you usually given a chance to talk to your family, to send letters and so on and so forth.
You can talk and schedule
meetings, the visitings. So the
Mm-hmm.
question is, did the son lie?
That's you, man.
What's up, boy?
What you do? Take a class?
So is you surprised? Kinda. You ain't no kind of surprise. Was it worth the wait? Yes, alright. Love you.
I didn't think you guys was gonna come this soon.
Did you even suspect it?
Explain the video.
Okay. So you're watching the video, you're a bit confused, right? Mm-hmm. So this man
After
had a
some time.
son.
Okay.
He was incarcerated, came back from jail, and his son is a trans. I have no issues with trans, but just in the line of the topics we're talking about, right? Why I was asking about the values, right? And also brought in the question of toys and kids playing with toys, right? Do you have any? What's your reaction on this video? First of all, what do you think? Especially, I want to get your reaction. If you were the dad and you go back home,
I wouldn't be surprised in a negative way because I was not there. So he was raised by, I don't know who was his dad, for example, or who was the one taking care of my son. But I wouldn't complain because I wasn't there. So somebody had to take my part.
okay.
And if it's the world which took my part and taught him to do this, then let it be. Like, I wouldn't say it's bad for me. If I was the father, I wouldn't take it negatively. Just that I missed all of it. I was not there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I would be shocked a bit as a father first.
But
I'm not saying reacting negatively, but just you keep quiet, because you have to process.
Yeah, you have to process.
Yeah. So maybe for, I don't know, a week you'll be behaving differently.
Yeah,
but
because you
just have
this.
Exactly, and you don't expect that, that.
Yeah, it's true. You don't expect, but then you can't take it negatively. People have different reactions, but I wouldn't take it negatively.
yeah, I'm not taking it in any way, right? My opinions would be, I would let you know my opinions later. But in this case, I would say, in this case, I've not done the full research, but I think the mom was home. The mom was home. She brought him up.
Ah, okay.
Right. So as a woman right now, what are the traits, right, you would like to impact, into your son, for instance, right? Because I asked you this question: would you let your son play with
Toys,
dolls?
yeah, dolls. Yeah.
This also falls into gender roles, right?
Yeah,
Because if you think about it, if you read the list of, they now modern days they say stereotypical gender roles, social construct, but boys are usually the ones who like adventuring with things, right? Objects, right? And women are the ones who are more interested in people.
And I also learn my kids try to teach, to how to be creative. That's another thing that just came up now.
So do you believe that the woman had any part in this to play?
The mother.
Yeah. Because she brought him up.
Yeah, and she accepted it.
It's hard to say because sometimes, let's say the son was playing with dolls, it's true, and maybe then he's transgender, but maybe he was playing with cars and it appeared later, that he doesn't feel himself well in the environment, and then he discovered he's transgender, it's also hard to say. And kids should be free to experience everything, because this is how they can define themselves later.
Yeah.
So if it's a son and he's young and he can play, let's say, cars, but he can also play with girls together and they play dolls. So let's say together they play dolls and together they play cars, you know, they just should experience everything. And kids cannot define who they are yet. They are learning, okay, they are learning from us, also the environment has much influence, but they need to grow up to, like, you're not, okay, you're born with some things, but you don't know them yet. You discover them later, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah. My own opinion in this, if I'm going to be frank.
Yeah, you
right?
just straight to the point. I'm elaborating too much.
If I'm coming back, let's say I was away, I understand your point when you say you don't want to react because you feel like you're not there.
Yeah, you didn't take any part in it.
But I myself know I would freak out. Not because I have an issue with trans people.
Mm-hmm.
Just that when I left,
Mm-hmm.
I left a son.
Mm-hmm.
I totally understand it.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I know for, maybe not for sure, but like 80%, I'm sure that if I were there, that most probably he would have not maybe been trans. This is my honest opinion. Not that I have an issue with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does not mean I will not support,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, I'm being real.
Yeah, I get you.
I
I
would
get you.
what,
But will you influence his decision if your son came and said, "I think I feel
would,
this"?
I would try
Okay. Because you would like him to still be the son.
Yes, I would like him to be the son,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel that, like you mentioned, people grow up, and they are a product of their environment, upbringing,
Mm-hmm.
right? I would want to, probably I need to do more research and we'll do another video about
You know
this
what,
thing.
the clue is the conversation, like the communication. Like once this thing happens, you just open the door or the son just enters and he's dressed as a woman. As I also said, and as you said, you're shocked, you know, of course you didn't expect that. But then you just have to talk to the son.
Yeah.
Like, why is that? Because as you said, environment. So is it that he had friends like that and now he's trying to be in that community, for example? Or it's like he really feels it and he continues dressing like that, he continues for a long time, you know, doesn't feel himself as a boy, but you know, you just have to talk and really feel what's deep inside the boy.
But one question.
Because,
Does it mean that the father never had any contact through the
I haven't done too much research in the video, but I think the father was there initially before he went out.
Mm-hmm. But I mean during the time he was in jail?
Probably
There was no contact.
I don't think so.
Ah,
Probably
okay.
because maybe there was, because the man did not look shocked.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought. Yeah, he didn't look shocked, meaning he knew.
Or he's an actor. He kept
True.
As soon as the video was okay, we finished recording, then he went nuts. I don't know, but as I can see, or as I know right now in the society, you usually given a chance to talk to your family, to send letters and so on and so forth.
You can talk and schedule
Yes,
meetings,
the visitings. So the question is, did the son lie? So the father always had subconsciously, that's my son.
See, I did not know.
Okay.
I am.
You'll be shocked.
I am not. I'm not gonna act, to be honest. I'm a very expressive person.
I get you.
But I have no issues with.
unless they're not your kids.
But I hope then.
No. See, I mentioned that. Fine. I would want to get deep down into what he feels.
Yeah.
But then, do you think at the end of the day you would like to change it?
Yes, because if I give birth to a son, I want a son.
So then give birth to the next one. Because then you'll be here now. Then that one you'll give birth.
I mean, if he's an adult, right? If he's not longer under my roof, fine. You can do whatever you want,
It's true.
just be a decent person. When I mean decent, I mean be responsible. You know.
Doesn't mean he's not responsible.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not responsible. No, I'm giving my opinion. I mean, I would try to change, right? But doesn't mean that I would force it, right? I would want to have a son as
I
a
get
son,
you.
right?
Like your decision to be had.
But would you accept it at the end?
In the long
Let's
run,
say if it's this way all the time,
if
you're
he's an
trying,
adult
talking.
and he's responsible for his bills.
Because
and
this
and
is
he's off on his own. If he's off on his own, right, and he's mature and he's just paying his bills, he's working. he can do whatever he wants.
But he can still talk to you
Yes, of course he can still talk to me, right?
as a father.
Yes, of course. You can still talk to me as a father, right? But not during the time when he's spending in my house and I'm providing.
I get you.
And
Like
I'm
if you're the one
providing
paying the
food.
bills and everything.
Dude, you are wearing jeans. No, but this is my own view because if you think about it, right, I come from a very cultural background, right? This is not, let's say, this is new to us. So I'm speaking from a place of my reality. This is new.
Yes.
We don't have this. So me accepting a different culture in this way, it takes time.
Totally
You need to understand the nuance of this, right? So this is why this is my reaction. I'm being honest.
True.
Yeah,
If-
but
but being decent is what I want. Like, if you think about it in the West right now, when they do pride parades, it's now people are no longer just celebrating being bi, transsexual, whatever they call it, right? But it's now faced with a lot of nudity and a lot of bondage gears when you see the pride parade. That's indecency for me.
which is going into extreme again
Yes,
to
extreme, right?
manifest something.
Yeah. So as long as it's decent, keeps keep the just how the way we are, right? You don't do indecency in public because you are gay or what. So I want him to be decent. That's my way.
Okay.
Yeah, because there is also age, you know, when you bring up a kid, the age where you still give your values to the kid, and when there is already, it's an adult, you know, and continues on his own. And then he continues with the values you gave him, and then you have nothing just to accept his decisions because you taught him to make his own decisions, to be strong, not to give up, to respect others, blah, 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 as we talked. So yeah, now you just have to change the mental approach, like it's my son and I still have to take care of him, and because I don't accept that, I have to teach him how to be son again, you know? But just accept, okay, this is my son, and more, you know what I mean?
I know what you
But
mean.
I know it's strong because for everything we need time to get used to things.
Yeah.
You know, because if
I'm not getting used to it,
but I'm just saying because these things are not new. It's just that no one talked about them and people were hiding, you know, their identities. Like that's why in your culture it was never there because people never showed it also, and they were afraid to show it. Maybe because I don't believe these people didn't exist. These people we call it, I don't know. But you know, you understand what I mean.
I know what you mean.
It's just that we never had contact with this on media, friends,
I have different
society.
opinions,
You know.
to be honest, I have different opinions, very deep opinions, not for today.